Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TheNasr and the beginning of Season Deuces. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and load up the game here. As you can see, I'm going to be playing on the Wii U. You know I like to go retro, and this is one I've been wanting to play for a while. That is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Actually, this is technically just Punch-Out. So, the story behind that is, obviously, the game was first released on the NES as Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, a licensing agreement they had with the champ, Mike Tyson. I'll go into it, but first, of course, we got to see the story here. The game, of course, stars Little Mac and his trainer, Doc Lewis. And also playing the role of Mac, it's not you, it's me, but you can do this vicariously through me. Alright, and here are all the guest stars, all the opponents I'll be seeing throughout my play here. This is a story of true victory, but the road is long. And you get a little demo here of Bald Bull, who got a little funny thing I'll say about him when I get to him. Anyway, excuse me. So Mike Tyson, they licensed his name to the game, and he was like the final boss and just impossible. I want to say I've beaten Mike Tyson once in my life, but the odds are I probably never have. But we'll give it a shot. So a lot of people think because of his conviction, and if you're not sure what he was convicted of, go ahead and take a look at that. I don't want to really get into that. But really, the licensing agreement ran out. Pretty coincidental of the timing, but I'm sure that also played into why Nintendo didn't re-up the licensing. So this is just Punch-Out, and what they do for the last guy is they color swap him. So it's the same Mike Tyson sprite, just made white, and named Mr. Dream, who's exactly the same, but just not as much fun. And because of the licensing, that's the one we have on the virtual console here. But let's go ahead, punch through it. Let's keep it clean. Now come out boxing. Alright, so you start off on the minor circuit. So first, the only time I'm going to read Little Mac here. So of course Little Mac, he's from the Bronx, New York. He's tough. He folds his pizza because that's what he likes to do. He's 17 years old, so I don't know how this is legal that someone that young can compete in professional boxing. But whatever. Weighs 107 pounds. This is his first fight. He's ranked number 3, so we are currently on the minor circuit of the W.V.B.A, World Video Boxing Association, I believe. I might be wrong. I'll double check that later. Ranked 3rd, Little Mac. So the first guy you fight is ranked number 2 in the minor circuit, and that's Glass Joe with a horrible record of 1 win to 99 losses. But he got that one by KO, so good for him. His profile, don't know why that's in quotation marks. He's from Paris, France. He's 38 and weighs 110. Let's do this thing. Gotta love that French. But look at his eye. His eye's so weird looking. So this is a very simple fight. Just beat his ass. And he's down. Oh, and he's up. That'll happen occasionally. Sometimes you'll get on the first time. I kind of messed up the timing there. Sorry, I wasn't talking much. I was having some audio, like I was hearing myself twice. So when you get that star, that is your special uppercut. And on Glass Joe, you get up on 1. So I just got to knock him down 3 times here. And he's down for the count, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Okay, I think I figured out my audio problem. So if you get some weird audio there, I apologize, but we should be good moving forward here. So I know in like season 1 of the TheNasr, I would have videos with like really choppy audio. So if that happens, I'm gonna remove the audio. I might do some dubbing over it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So that was quick. I didn't talk much, but before we get into the next fight here, so you have very simple button commands. Basically, a left punch, right punch. If you hold up, those become jabs to the face. If you don't hold up, you hit to the gut. You can dodge left, right, down. There's like a double down dodge that you will never, ever use. And so you can either knock out your opponent, so there are ways in some certain opponents that you just knock them down one time, they're done, or a couple times. If you can knock an opponent down 3 times in one round, you win by TKO, so technical knockout, which is how you're going to get the bulk of your wins, probably. So let's move on to the second fight here. And now we fight Von Kaiser, 23-13 with 10 KOs. His profile, he's from Berlin, Germany. His age is 42. He weighs 144 pounds. Since this game came out in the 80s and he's 42 years old, he was probably around during the end of the Nazi regime. I mean, maybe he was a Hitler Youth. I don't know. But either way, we're going to beat the shit out of him. All right, let's do this thing. I love that. I like his intro and just him bobbing his head around. I messed up. Now I can knock him out with one. So you have to let him do that brah, 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 brah thing, and then you can get him with an uppercut. So when he gets up here, he's gonna start dodging, and if I throw a gut shot to the side, he moves. And he'll always go to that side. I'll get another star. That was just some poor dodging on my part. But he's down again. Oh yeah, and that is Mario as the referee counting. And this fight's over. So the first couple fights, really, I would say the first 6 fights in this game are fairly easy if you know what you're doing. Like Glass Joe, just keep punching him. You can knock him out the first time, you can get a KO. So basically in the first fight with Glass Joe, if he gets up after 1, or if he does not get up at the count of 1, you've won. If he gets up at 1, of course, you have to get a TKO. Von Kaiser, just knock him down 3 times. I think I've KO'd Von Kaiser before, but there's a very specific way of doing it that I don't remember. But now I'm the number 1 contender for the W.V.B.A. Minor Circuit belt. Are you ready for the next challenge? Press start if I am. Well, you know it. You got a title bout, and it's going to start right now. Against the champion of the minor circuit, Piston Honda. 26-1 with 18 KOs. He's from Tokyo, Japan, at the age of 28 and 174 pounds. Something you're going to notice throughout this game is it's a little racist. It's pretty racist adjacent, but, you know, it's the 80s, and as I've talked about on past retro videos that I've done, everyone in the 80s was on cocaine, so poor decisions left and right. It's alright. This game is still a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and begin here. Japanese, I'm Japanese, I'm not Chinese. And you can make up racist songs too. It's all fine. So really you just gotta dodge and take what he gives you. And pretty simple. This is a pretty straightforward fight. So I should get my first knockdown right there at the 1 minute mark. That's good. Usually I get it like around minute 06. A minute 06! Oh, and there's a point system, but no one cares. The hook. Should I get about 5 punches in? Another hook. So his time, he's a little slow, but he telegraphs everything that he's going to do, so you got plenty of time to dodge. Couple to the face. And he's down again. Count him out, Mario. 2, 3, 4. See, Mario should be counting, but no, as soon as the guy shows that he's getting up, he'll stop the count. Except for me. If I do get knocked out, which I will. I'll get knocked down a couple times here. Not in this fight, like a little later on. All I need to do is get one more. Okay. So if you can get a good one to the gut, he's down. That's all I needed. And like, so I know he had barely any health, but if he had full health and I got him in the gut right then, he still goes down. Remember that. because you may see Piston Honda a little later. Look at me, I'm the champion of the minor circuit. Great fighting. You won by TKO. Time 2 minutes, 50.82 seconds in round 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion. Press start. That's weird. But, you know, they do different colors, so I guess you can sort of read in multiple voices. So if you've never seen Punch-Out, one, you're doing yourself a disfavor. This is one of the greatest games of all time. It is a game that is built on pattern memorization, quick reflexes. It's fantastic. Like, absolutely play this game if you get a chance. But you're about to witness one of the best things in video game history. I'm not going to talk during this. I'm just going to let you appreciate it. Let's get ready for Little Mac's training montage. Here's the pass key. It's amazing. So if you are playing at home and you want to skip the first 3 fights, all you have to do is in the continue section enter 005-737-5423, and you can be just like me. Or if you want to be super cool like Little Mac, put on a pink sweatsuit, go for a run in New York, see the Statue of Liberty. I'll be your Doc Lewis. I'll be the minority on a bike that you chase, because that's how much you guys mean to me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to keep going here. We're going to go now to the major circuit. Things get a little more challenging, but still, it's a lot of fun. And I'll continue to explain Punch-Out to all the Punch-Out noobs out there, because you guys should play this game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being back in Season 2. I'm really excited of doing this again here. You're going to see a lot more videos. I'll get into that as we move forward. But, as always, deuces.